Welcome, everyone. As Pat mentioned, today we're going to have a conversation about our experiences applying RTC to large, complex software development. We've been working with a lot of customers for the last several years on Team Concert, and for the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 years plus, they've been what I would call kicking the tires. They've just been exploring Team Concert and really trying on pilot projects, maybe getting it at IT in their environment. However, the last, I'd say, since last August or so, we've seen quite a bit of work in helping people start to really roll this out to real projects. And while we're rolling out to real projects, there's been issues we bump into in different ways of implementing Team Concert. And what this talk is almost tidbits or best practices or lessons learned, if you will, about the experiences we've had in those types of rollouts. The agenda for today, first off, we're going to characterize what is large, what is complex. We'll have a slide that talks about that. We'll provide a brief Team Concert overview, again, very small, as the little box down there describes. We're not going to. This is not a background in Team Concert. We hope that you have some experience with Team Concert source control and streams, components, and repository workspaces, work items, the relationships of work items, plans, etc. And we're going to be describing lessons learned really in those buckets around source control, work and plans, and then the process and collaboration. Some of the topics may get advanced. So if one of these confuses you, feel free to put a question in the box, but also feel free to contact us. So some of these lessons learned or practices that we're going to discuss today, they may apply to you, and if they do, feel free to contact us, and if they confuse you, feel free to contact us as well. So what is large and complex? There's different ways to measure it. Large typically means a large group of people collaborating on a single project or program. Usually there's teams and then teams of teams. Some of those teams, most of those teams will be geographically distributed. They're probably also organizationally distributed as well. They can be governed and audited. For example, financial safety. Work with a lot of customers that are FAA compliance or medical device compliance. Also, we work with banking and finance who have their regulatory industries or the automotive industry. So a lot of these have complex domains, but they also have technical complexities in terms of them being embedded real-time and concurrent. So a lot of these lessons learned come from a wide variety of domains and technical complexity spaces as well. So I have a couple slides here just to describe a background of how things work today and how they will work as you start migrating to Team Concert, or how we recommend that they start work as you migrate to Team Concert. So this is really trying to illustrate the way collaboration exists today. Typically there's some kind of business goals, business features, capabilities we want to appear. In government contracting, this might be a schedule or an IMS, a master schedule that's got some approved work that are off to the side. So this is the work that the business wants to track towards progress and success and whatnot. Down here we have our team, and then the team actually might be composed of teams. So this work gets assigned to a team, and maybe that's again very large programs. So you're going to have teams of teams, and maybe those teams are broken up into teams. And how we report status back up, well, that's what the big question mark represents here, right? How does status get rolled up to say, are we making progress towards this thing? Well, down here, this team lead's going to report up to maybe his subsystem lead, and the subsystem lead reports up to a segment lead, and the segment lead then reports up to the program. And it's all really verbal communication and verbal reporting. In fact, I give talks like this on scaling agile practices frequently.